Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M4 Sherman. It's the American Tier 5 medium tank, and we're located on the north spawn of Himmelsdorf. And it's under the command of BetimAbazi. Now you can see he's decked out in the Gamescom colours, which are very, very bright. Very bright indeed. He's about to take this Tier 5 medium tank for a spin. And let's have a look and see exactly how he gets on.
Let's get this show on the road.
Battle has commenced. Right, well, he's loaded with the 105mm howitzer on the tank. It's one of a number of guns. There's 3 guns in total he can carry. He's fine. One quick round off that Leopard on the off chance he could actually get a kill. But not on this occasion. Now I actually prefer the 105mm gun on this tank because it's actually quite effective. Oh, he side scrapes around the corner. There's an M3 lead, puts a round in, 176. That's a good first hit. Oh, took a round in the tracks from the Panzer 4H, and we can't see him. He must have pulled back. But of course, around in the tracks is armor, is damage that's been blocked, and we can see the Leopard has made it up to the north side, so he's actually quite close, and he could come around the corner any second. But that's his intention, to cause damage to our guys, and so we're going to get into a position whereby we can counter him the moment he comes around the corner. Maybe even take a shot at him before he comes around the corner. Wait for him to pull back, and oh no, he's gone around the corner on the far side of the buildings. So the buildings are in the way. And then the Matilda's shooting through the gaps in the windows. It's quite a good trick until of course you meet somebody firing the other side who happens to be a lot more powerful than their gun. And yep, it's going to be a difficult shot as it was with the 105, but it's worth a try. You might just get that miraculous round that goes directly straight and hits the enemy, blows them away. If he hit the A20, he'd probably kill it, but there's a Panzer 4H, it's a lot closer now. Oh, he took a round, and it was quite a big round into the body, so he's taken some damage. 171, he's loaded, fires another round into the Panzer 4H. And the good thing is that even if you just see the quarter of the vehicle, you can kill them. And he kills he takes out the Type 95 this time. He's pulling around the corner. The Matilda takes the dirt round. But we put one back into the Panzer 4H, and he's now one shot. 52 hit points. Go for that kill shot. Oh, we're going to take the M3 first. And we took out the Panzer 4H by mistake. But we've got one, and we're going after that M3 lead. This will be our 3rd kill. We should be able to catch him, and yes, that's it. He's gone. So we've got the banana. That now belongs to us. And we've got a Largo moving up on the other side there, and we can move forward into cover of the rubble and shoot at these tanks even across the battlefield. They may not realise that they're being spotted. Of course, they're being proxy spotted by our 14TP, who's a little further up. But that Largo is actually covered by the buildings because he's in the gap next to the railway line, so we're going to have to move down. And we found one of the enemy Artys at the end road. Oh, there was an enemy there at the other end. That was a bunch of them. And we found somebody in the camp area. It's the SU-122. And he's moving because he knows he's been spotted. We fire around in. No chance of that getting on target, unfortunately. The reticule was too big. You need a gun laying drive sometimes if you're using the 105 because it does help. I think I use a gun laying drive and a rammer as well as vents because it will speed up everything. And we're going after that Sturmpanzer. There he is. He knows he's been seen, and he's now dead. That was a lovely shot, by the way, taken in 3rd person view. I think he did use auto aim to help it. And of course it did help. The Sturmpanzer was coming towards us when we shot. Now we just need to find that SU-122 because that would represent a Pascucci's medal for us. We have to be one tank down, but if we can get the Pascucci's, that guarantees that our score from this battle will be as much as if we had a win. The Courageous Resistance Award for getting an epic medal. Okay, now is he going to go and try and take out those enemy tanks at the end of the road? A bit dangerous, but he could try to do so. It's going to go through the gap. Right, it's going to come out behind them. Oh, the Sherman's there, and he's a one-shot. Just come out round the corner, take him out. Yep, gone.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
We bounced around from him from 115. There's the enemy behind us. It's an A20.
Target acquired.
Oh, no, it's the Hetzer. The A20 is the other side. They must have known we were coming. And we took him around from the A20. Can we get around back into him? Well, he's a bit frightened of actually exposing himself now, so...
Ready to fire.
We've got a teammate with us, a Leopard. We missed that shot. Going to go round the corner, and we're loaded now. And we've got him. Now, it's just a question of finding the enemy Arty. There's two left, an SU-122A, and the other one is a T-82 HMC. We don't know where he is. Oh, there he is.
Target acquired.
And there he goes.
Armor is destroyed.
He's gone.
Ready to go.
Right now, hopefully the SU-122 will be just around the corner, and then we can derp him too and pick up a Dumitrus. We've already got the Pascucci's. Now, is that SU-122 on the railway lines? He might be. He might have gone north though. There he is. Easy shot. Auto-aimed. Diving in. And kill.
Gotcha.
And that wins the battle. And that was 9 kills. In the excitement of what was going on, I totally lost track of how many kills he had. He's actually got 9. He's got a Radley Walters. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. It's an ace tanker for BetimAbazi in the M4 Sherman. He also picked up a Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He got 14. He got a Duelist badge for taking down 2 enemies who did damage to him during the battle. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. A Shell Proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. And here's the good ones. He got a Radley Walters for getting at least 8 kills. He got 9, 1 short of getting a Pools Medal. A Dumitru's Medal for killing all 3 SPGs in one game. He picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle overall, and the Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And it was a really good battle, very quick towards the end, but then a lot of the enemy had very low health, which made it easier on the fight. The difficult fight was actually with the Panzer IV-H at the start of the battle, because he was firing rounds that were actually connecting and could have done a lot of damage. So let's have a look at team scores, and it's highest damage, 1,767 hit points of damage overall. It's more than double the highest score on the enemy team, which turned out to be the T-82 HMC. He managed 880 hit points of damage. The next highest score on the enemy team was the A20. He managed 655. Then, of course, we had the T-34 Shielded with 557. The highest score on his own team after the Sherman was the Jagdpanzer, and he only managed 550 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, obviously it was BetimAbazi who managed to monster the others. He got 9 kills in total, 3 times more than the next highest player on his own team or the highest player on the enemy team, the T-82 HMC and the T-25 TP on his own team. He also managed to get base XP of 1,317 experience points, and that was an absolutely huge score for this tier 5 tank. And if you look at it in comparison to the other tanks at the end of the battle, look at the 14 TP, only managed 512. That's more than double that score. And then the Jagdpanzer, only 352, and he's done 4 times the damage or nearly 4 times the damage to the Jagdpanzer, or 4 times the XP that the Jagdpanzer managed. And then the highest score on the enemy team was their A20. He only managed 311. So a really good round there by BetimAbazi. So let's have a look at detail report. He managed to fire 19 rounds during that battle. He got 13 direct hits, 13 penetration, and damage of 1,767 hit points, and all of it was at closer than 300 meters. He received 10 hits from the enemy, 3 of which were penetration, and 2 of those at least came from the Panzer IV-H. and 7 non-penetrations. Most of those just went into the tracks or just bounced off the armor where it was strongest. He also received 1 hit as a result of splash damage as well. He blocked damage of 889 hit points altogether. He spotted 5 enemy vehicles, most of which were the enemy Arty. He damaged 9 of the enemy. He killed 9 of the enemy. And on a standard account, he earned 24,074 credits. And after repair, ammunition and consumables, he took away 15,854 credits. He received 1,317 XP. Got a personal reserves bonus running at the same time for 100%, so he took away 2,634 experience points altogether. But I think it was an absolutely brilliant round in the M4 Sherman, and that's why I do love this tank. With the 105mm, it's so much fun going around derping people. And of course, it is very mobile. A lot of the tanks that do have derp guns, they're not very mobile, or they have very low hit points. And specifically, I'm referring there to the Panzer IV-H, which is so low on hit points, it only needs to take a couple of hits and it's probably going to be out of action. So having a tank like the M4 Sherman with enough hit points to make it count means you can run around the battlefield derping everybody in sight, and it's mega fun. I really do enjoy this little tank, and I'm sure BetimAbazi really enjoyed that battle. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.